The Britain's Got Talent judges slammed politicians for failing the post office sub-postmasters that were wrongfully penalised after faulty technology was introduced to track and monitor books. On Sunday night, the Hear Our Voice choir, made up of people affected by the post office scandal, took to the stage. The group performed to huge cheers from the live studio audience, and impressed judges Simon Cowell, Alicia Dixon, Bruno Tonioli, and Amanda Holden. Following the emotional performance, the judges hit out at politicians both from the past and present day for failing the sub-postmasters. The scandal centered around the Horizon computer system that the Tony Blair Labour government introduced to be used at the post office, leading many sub-postmasters to be penalised and given criminal records after the faulty technology wrongfully recorded financial records for post office outlets. Tragically, some sub-postmasters even took their lives as the pressure of being wrongfully accused of theft became too much. The scandal was dramatized in the award-winning ITV miniseries Mr. Bates vs. the Post Office. Bruno addressed the Hear Our Voice choir and said, "It comes from my heart, the ordeal, the injustice you've been subjected to is unimaginable. The power that be, whoever they are, make it right now, it cannot go on forever, it's totally ridiculous." Alicia called for Bruno to be made Prime Minister following his comments and added she was thrilled that the group had won another for support. While Amanda said, "You turn something so awful, such a traumatic experience, into something so joyful. If Keir Starmer wants to do something and make a difference as a Prime Minister, do it now." Head Judge Cowell then shared his own anger over the scandal, and suggested politicians of the past have a lot to answer for. He said, "I'm not being political here. I think the people, in power, at the time were disgusting to you. And the fact is, this is still an ongoing story, and I really hope that this performance reminds people that there are still thousands of people out there who need justice. And actually, seriously, they should watch the drama, which I did again, because this story is horrendous, and I have so much admiration for all of you, every one of you, for coming out here and turning something genuinely miserable into something, I suppose, positive, and is keeping your story alive, which is really, really important." The group were then voted through to the live final following votes from the public, with the group leaping for joy on stage as the result was revealed. One member of the group told host Ant McPartlin, "Thank you judges. Thank you to the families. And thank you to the public." During Sunday night's show, Joseph Charm certainly charmed Alicia, as he was rewarded with her golden buzzer. A change of rules for the 2025 season of ITV's long-running talent show has seen semi-final shows aired once per week instead of every night in the lead-up to a grand final. And the 4 judges have been granted a golden buzzer to send one semi-final hopeful straight to the live final. On Sunday, Alicia has the power to send someone straight through, and she picked out 32-year-old comedian Joseph. After cracking amusing jokes about shopping at the supermarket amid the cost of living crisis, Alicia brought his mum on stage and had her help bash the golden buzzer. As uplifting music and golden glitter erupted over the stage, Joseph clutched his face in disbelief. He told the crowd, "It's been exactly a year today since I left my job to pursue this dream. So here I am. Thank you, God. Thank you, everyone." Earlier in the show, Davina McCall paid tribute to Amanda for being a true friend and caring for her following her brain surgery last year. Magic act TK took to the stage roughly halfway through the show to perform for the judges. As part of his performance, he asked Amanda to pick a random number out of 10 that related to a list of mystery celebrities. She picked number 6, and Davina was discovered as the star face behind the number. TK then asked Amanda to FaceTime Davina to include her in his act. The elaborate card trick saw Davina pick a 6 of diamonds from a deck, and TK then revealed he had given audience members large boards before the show began. Ordering the audience to light up the cards, it showed a photo of Davina alongside a 6 of diamonds card. After taking part in the trick, host Sant and Deck thanked Davina for taking part, but before she hung up, she issued an emotional statement about her friend Amanda. With Amanda's phone held above a microphone, the "My Mum, Your Dad" host said, "I just very quickly say thank you to Amanda Holden who, after my operation, made the schlep all the way down the country to come to see me. and I really, really appreciate you. Thank you so much. Last year, Davina was taken to hospital after a tumor was found growing on her brain. She underwent surgery in November 2024 for the benign tumor, which was specifically a colloid cyst. Elsewhere in the show, BGT fans accused the show of encouraging Satanism after dance group idols left some viewers scared out of their wits. With the show airing on a Sunday, some viewers were alarmed to see a haunting performance. Japanese dance troupe idols wore Victorian-era outfits and painted their faces deathly white as they showed off their dance skills in front of judges Simon Cowell, Alicia Dixon, Bruno Tonioli, and Amanda Holden. With zombie-esque moves and ice-cold contact lenses on their eyes, the performance had a creepy edge to it. Taking to X, one viewer hit out at the performance, writing, "Some genuine Satanism on #BGT, the devil is not hiding his face anymore. Gross and creepy." Another viewer simply wrote, "I'm scared #BGT. While a conflicted viewer wrote, "They are good but the idols freak me out." Other viewers loved the dance routine, even the scary parts. One typed on X, "The jump scare was a brilliant bit of choreo." Dance acts are so frequent on this show, but none like them #BGT, alongside clapping hands emojis. Another wrote, "An actual entertaining dance act for a change #BGT #Britain's Got Talent." And another satisfied viewer typed, "Loved that from idols, very refreshing and totally different. I love this kind of thing, very creepy and hauntingly brilliant #BGT. Head judge Simon Cowell was thrilled by the performance and gushed, "I've always wanted dancing vampires to win this show," before adding that the act stood with a chance after wowing the judges and live studio audience. Similarly, Amanda Holden also urged viewers to vote for the act as she agreed she wanted to see them in the final. She gushed, "It was eerie. They are dolls. I believed them, Simon. It was sort of murderous and chaotic and eerie and absolutely brilliant. And you are on first," as Alicia said, "a great opener. I hope people don't forget about you by the end of the show." They need to vote. After TK performed his magic trick that included an unexpected FaceTime call involving Davina McCall, many viewers took to X to slam the ITV show for having a performance that many felt was a fix. Viewers were unconvinced that Davina was not pre-warned that Amanda would call her during the course of the show. And there were also suspicions that the cards being picked could also have been decided in advance. One unconvinced viewer wrote on X, #BGT that was set up, we aren't idiots. Another unimpressed viewer wrote, "Dreadful. So uncomfortable watching him. Ovs staged that Davina would pick up. Shame Davina's picture went wrong with her teeth in the wrong slot." #BGT, another baffled fan picked up on a strange comment Simon made during the live show, typing, "Why did Simon say it's not live to Davina? If it was a joke to Davina, it's one that reflects badly on the act, as you know you'll get pre-recorded fix accusations from that." #BGT #Britain's Got Talent. Others were impressed with the act, with one writing, "I never really watch Britain's Got Talent. This is probably the first time I've seen it in years. However, that magician on just now, TK, may well have just performed one of the greatest tricks I've ever seen on live TV. Wow. #BGT. Others wish TK had asked Simon to call a friend, rather than Amanda, with one writing, #BGT #Britain's Got Talent. I wouldn't have picked Davina McCall. I'd have picked Margot Robbie, or Sandra Bullock. Let's see Cowell pay for that FaceTime call. And another teased, I would have asked Simon to FaceTime David Walliams #BGT Britain's Got Talent. Sunday marked the penultimate semi-final show of the 2025 season of Britain's Got Talent, with 6 acts already through to the grand final. Singer Davina McCall was the first to be voted by the public to make to the final, while dancers The Blackouts were the first Golden Buzzer group to make it to the final. Singer Stacey Leadbeater and table tennis-themed dancers Ping Pong Pang have also been voted to the final by viewers. While guitar-playing child singer Ollie Pearson and opera-singing drag queen Jasmine Rice also received golden buzzers to go to the final. Child magician Teddy Magic was due to perform during the first semi-final of the season, but withdrew seconds before he was due on stage. He later withdrew from the competition altogether, with his parents hopeful the 8-year-old can return for a future season of the show. There are concerns for Britain's Got Talent's future, however, as the show has been losing viewers for the second year in a row. Viewing figures have revealed the show has dropped to less than 6 million viewers per episode. However, the series has pulled in a larger audience compared to some BBC shows it has gone up against.